How do you become an interior stylist? It's a question I've been asked quite a lot. I've just had a message this Sunday. I'm mid-decorating and I thought I would just jump on and answer it really briefly. So there's a number of things I always recommend people when they ask me this question. Quite often they're in other jobs, they've done some online courses or some in-depth courses. Maybe they've done a styling course, maybe they've done an interior designer's course, and they want to become interior stylists. So the first thing I always recommend is that you do some work experience. You need to contact interior stylists. You need to approach them. I always say start by becoming friends. And I want you to think about following them on socials, commenting on their posts, liking all their posts, dropping them DMs so they start to get to know who you are. And then you approach them. Don't go straight cold in. Hi, I want to be an interior stylist. I want to do. Don't ever do that because we don't like that. Always get to know them a little bit first, then approach them and say, please may I come and help you on a shoot? I'm great at lugging boxes and loading vans. I make a mean cup of tea. Always, cup of tea always wins. And then if they're available, if they have a shoot that's available for extra help, they will get you on the shoot and you will get experience. Now, when you get onto your first shoot, you will meet a lot of people. And the next thing I always say is build your network. Get to know as many people as you can. Speak to everybody. Speak to the stylist, the photographer, the photographer's assistant, the marketing guy, the PR guy, whoever is on the shoot. Get to know as many people as you possibly can because this industry works on your network. The more people you know, the better it is. I think it's probably the same for every industry really, isn't it? And then once you've built up your network, you will be able to do test shoots. Now, I think test shoots are great for when you are building out your getting your confidence going, making sure you really understand what your style is. I mean, when you style your home, it's very easy to do that. But when you style for a shoot, you need to be adaptable. So if someone says they want a modern look, you can do a modern look. If they want vintage or maximalist or bold or whatever it is, you need to be able to switch through. But a brand is going to come to you if they can recognize the style they see you doing or your portfolio looks similar to their brand. They're much more likely to hire you. So keep that in mind. The way to do test shoots is to speak to those assistant photographers or the photographers on the shoots that you get on and ask them if they'd like to come and do a shoot with you. You can shoot absolutely anything, and that will give you a really good idea of what it's like to be behind the camera, looking on the screen, seeing where the styling needs to be adapted. Do you need to add something? Do you need to remove something? Just think about exactly what it is that you need to make that shot work for you. Now, this is a great experience because you can call the shots. There's no one standing over your shoulder checking that the product is the bigger hero or whatever it is. You can do whatever you want. And you and the photographer or photographer's assistant will have more images for their portfolio. And that's another really good way to get your name out there, to get people to see what you're all about, and to really understand what it is that you bring to the table when they hire you. Shoots cost a lot of money, so no one's going to come and see your home is beautiful and it looks really lovely and we're going to hire you because we like how your home looks. That's not how styling works. Photo shoots are very expensive. Brands are only going to hire you if you have a proven track record. So you need to get the work experience before you even start assisting, before you even start becoming a stylist, because they need to know that you know how to handle every styling situation that might crop up on a shoot, or if there's any disasters. We've had many disasters on the podcast. People on boats floating out into the middle of nowhere, things catching fire, props not turning up. When you've got a bit of experience, you know how to handle that. And that's what a brand is paying for. They want to know you can style beautifully, but they want to know you can handle everything because there's a lot of logistics on shoots. And the last point, because I feel like I've been talking a very long time now, the last point I would say is don't forget that it's not just about styling brands and magazines. There's a whole world out there of other styling entities that you can do. You can do windows, you can style books, you can do social media content, you can style people's homes. And it's not just for big occasions like Christmas and Easter and doorways when people want a little bit of extra zhuzh. There's people who just have no visual talent, and this isn't something that all interior designers do. Interior designers are a bit of a whole project, but if they want someone to come in and just make their home feel just that, put those finishing touches on, there's a whole industry in that. There's an industry of interior styling for estate agents, doing those, getting the houses look beautiful just before the pictures are taken. So don't write off other elements. I know everyone dreams of working on magazines, but it's very hard to get shoots on magazines now because the budgets are and the costs are. So just opening up your mind. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. So whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, have a great day.